Imagine a place so vast it feels endless, and so empty that you can drive for hours without meeting a single person. This place is real, and this is Australia. A country that looks as if it was created separately from the rest of the world. Here, nature lives by its own rules. Animals exist here that you won't find anywhere else. Kangaroos hopping across open spaces, koalas endlessly chewing leaves, and the strange platypus, like nature's experiment. Australia is vast, but the number of people here is incredibly small. 26 million, and almost all of them live along the ocean, because the center of the country is another dimension. Heat, silence, red earth, and a horizon that doesn't change for kilometers. But Australia is not just a desert. Everything is gathered on one continent. In the north, hot tropics. In the south, there is even snow. Around it, some of the best beaches in the world. And underwater, an entire city made of corals. Imagine a place so vast it feels endless, and so empty that you can drive for hours without meeting a single person. Yet Australia is also modern. Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, clean, vibrant cities right on the ocean. You can drink a coffee in the city center, and 20 minutes later stand on an empty beach where there isn't a single soul. Australia is a blend of calmness and wildness, modernity and nature, cities and endless open spaces. It's not just a country, it's a different way of feeling life. And today, we'll try to understand why this distant continent draws people from all over the world so strongly. Melbourne is one of Australia's most dynamic and rapidly growing cities, a place filled with tourists, creators, and innovators. Recognized as one of the world's most livable cities for 7 years in a row, Melbourne attracts people with its culture, comfort, and unique atmosphere. Today, we'll explore what makes this city so special, from its transport system and green architecture to sports culture and iconic beach boxes. Transport. One of Melbourne's defining features is its free tram zone in the city centre. Anyone can ride without paying. Besides that, the city has a modern metro system, efficient commuter trains, and a huge network of bike lanes. It's one of Australia's most bike-friendly cities. Melbourne is a city of contrasts. Modern skyscrapers rise above beautifully preserved 19th century buildings. This blend of styles creates a truly unique urban landscape. Australia's sports capital. Sports are a huge part of Melbourne's identity. The city hosts major global events such as the Australian Open, the Formula One Grand Prix, and the Australian Football League. People here are extremely active, and the government strongly supports public health and sports development. One of Melbourne's most iconic symbols is the colorful Brighton Beach bathing boxes. These small wooden huts have stood for over a century and are all built to the same size and design. There are exactly 82 boxes, and they remain one of the city's most popular tourist attractions. Melbourne is more than just a livable city. It's a place where culture, nature, innovation, and sports come together. A city that continues to grow, inspire, and attract people from all over the world. If you ever get the chance to visit, Melbourne will definitely surprise you. Ningaloo Reef. Unlike the Great Barrier Reef, where you need a boat to reach the corals, Ningaloo Reef sits just a few meters from the shore, making it one of the most accessible coral reefs on Earth. Ningaloo is famous for one extraordinary experience: swimming with whale sharks. These gentle giants, the largest fish in the world, migrate here every year between March and July. Despite their size, up to 12 meters long, they are completely harmless to humans. The reef stretches for 260 kilometers and is home to hundreds of species of corals, turtles, manta rays, dugongs, and vibrant tropical fish. The water is crystal clear, revealing underwater landscapes that feel like a completely different world. Ningaloo Reef is quiet, wild, and incredibly intimate, a place where nature feels close enough to touch. Byron Bay is Australia's capital of laid-back living, a place where surfers, artists, musicians, and travelers come together in a colorful beach town that feels like its own world. But before it became a global destination, Byron Bay was a quiet whaling town, known more for its lighthouse than its lifestyle. Today, it's famous for something very different: peaceful beaches, crystal clear waves, alternative culture, and a community that celebrates freedom and creativity. The phrase, "cheer up, slow down, chill out," isn't just a slogan. It's the spirit of the whole town. Cape Byron Lighthouse, built in 1901, sits on the easternmost point of mainland Australia. From here, you can watch humpback whales migrating past the coast and see the first sunrise in the entire country. An interesting fact: Byron Bay sits on an ancient volcanic caldera, which is why the region is so fertile and full of lush vegetation. Byron isn't just a destination, it's a feeling, one that stays with you long after you leave. Sydney is the heart of Australia, a vibrant oceanside metropolis shimmering on the edge of the Pacific. And while the harbour is the city's most iconic image, Sydney's charm goes far beyond its famous skyline. The first thing most visitors see is the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. But just a short walk away lies one of the city's true treasures, the Royal Botanic Garden. It's one of the most beautiful botanical gardens in the world, home to over 7,000 plant species, some of which can't be found anywhere else on Earth. Despite sitting in the middle of a major city, the garden feels like a tropical sanctuary. Here's a fun fact: Sydney has an ongoing goal of planting over 1 million new trees. Blending nature with modern urban life isn't just a trend, it's part of the city's identity. And of course, Sydney's beaches are legendary. Bondi Beach is one of the world's most famous surfing spots. Early in the morning, locals hit the waves, practice yoga on the sand, or go for a refreshing swim before heading to work. Bondi captures the spirit of Sydney in one place: active, relaxed, and full of life. Sydney is also a true multicultural capital. Over 180 nationalities live here, which means you can find nearly every cuisine in the world on a single street. Japanese ramen, Turkish kebabs, Lebanese hummus, Italian pizza, you name it. And here's something people don't expect. Sydney is one of the safest major cities on the planet. That's why the streets stay alive late into the evening. The city almost never sleeps. History, nature, beaches, iconic architecture. Every part of Sydney has its own unique personality. It's not just a place to see, but a place to feel and experience. Whitsunday Islands. Floating like jewels in the heart of the Great Barrier Reef, the Whitsunday Islands are a tropical dreamscape of turquoise water, green hills, and pure white sand. The most famous of them all is Whitehaven Beach, known worldwide for having 98% silica sand, so soft and bright it never gets hot under your feet. From above, the swirling patterns of Hill Inlet look almost unreal, like brushstrokes of blue and white painted by nature itself. This constantly shifting pattern is created by tides pulling sand through the shallow lagoon. One of the most unique facts is that early settlers used the pure silica sand to polish metal and build glass. But today, the islands are strictly protected to preserve their untouched beauty. Whether you're sailing between islands, snorkeling above coral gardens, or relaxing on the world's whitest beach, the Whitsundays feel like paradise made real. Just a short drive from Sydney lies one of Australia's most mystical landscapes, the Blue Mountains. The region gets its name from the blue haze that floats over the eucalyptus forests, caused by tiny oil droplets released into the air. This natural effect creates an almost dreamlike atmosphere. The most iconic landmark is the Three Sisters, a trio of towering sandstone pillars. According to Aboriginal legend, they were once three sisters turned to stone to protect them from danger. The story varies, but its emotional depth has become part of the region's identity. The mountains are full of deep valleys, dramatic cliffs, and hidden waterfalls. Places like Wentworth Falls and Govetts Leap showcase nature at its most powerful and peaceful. One fascinating fact: the Blue Mountains contain one of the world's rarest trees, the Wollemi pine, once thought extinct for over 90 million years until it was rediscovered in 1994. The Blue Mountains feel ancient, spiritual, and endlessly captivating, a place where nature speaks in whispers. Brisbane, the capital of Queensland, is one of Australia's fastest-growing and most welcoming cities. Known for its warm climate and outdoor lifestyle, Brisbane blends modern architecture with riverside parks, vibrant cultural venues, and a relaxed, friendly atmosphere. The Brisbane River winds through the city, creating scenic walking paths, lively dining spots, and the famous South Bank precinct, home to museums, markets, and a man-made inner-city beach. Just an hour to the south lies the Gold Coast, a destination famous for its long golden beaches, laid-back holiday vibe, and spectacular surf. Beyond the coastline, the Gold Coast offers lush hinterlands, rainforest trails, and mountain lookouts with panoramic views. It's also home to Australia's top theme parks, making it a favorite for families and adventure seekers. Brisbane itself is a cultural hub. Its galleries, theaters, and outdoor festivals reflect the city's creative energy. Together, Brisbane and the Gold Coast offer the perfect mix of culture, sunshine, and adventure, a true showcase of Queensland's charm. Kakadu is Australia's largest national park, a land of towering cliffs, vast wetlands, ancient rock art, and wildlife that feels unchanged for thousands of years. It's not just a natural wonder, it's a living cultural landscape for the Bininj and Mungai people, whose ancestors have lived here for more than 65,000 years. The park's landscapes are incredibly diverse. In the wet season, powerful waterfalls crash down from the Arnhem Land escarpment, and the floodplains transform into shimmering lakes filled with birds. In the dry season, saltwater crocodiles rule the billabongs, watching silently from beneath the water. One fascinating fact: Kakadu is home to a plant called cycad, which has existed since the age of dinosaurs. Some of the species here have survived for over 200 million years. Kakadu is more than a protected park. It is a living storybook of nature, culture, and deep spiritual connection. The Margaret River region is one of Western Australia's most stunning blends of nature and lifestyle. Here, wild ocean cliffs, calm turquoise bays, ancient forests, and world-class wineries sit side by side. Surfers Point brings massive waves and dramatic sunsets, while nearby Meelup and Eagle Bay look almost tropical with their clear, bright water. Just minutes inland, towering kauri trees create some of the tallest forests in the country. Margaret River is also famous for its wine. Over 90 wineries producing Australia's top Cabernet and Chardonnay, all in a relaxed, peaceful setting. A surprising fact: the geological ridge shaping this entire coastline is over 1 billion years old. Margaret River feels like a perfect mix of wild nature, calm beaches, ancient landscapes, and pure Australian charm. Canberra, Australia's capital, is often underestimated. But behind its quiet reputation lies a city designed with incredible precision, meaning, and symbolism. Built in 1913, Canberra was planned from scratch by architect Walter Burley Griffin, who created a layout based on geometric shapes, long sightlines, and alignment with the surrounding hills. The city is full of national museums and monuments, each telling a part of Australia's story. The Australian War Memorial, with its eternal flame and domed Hall of Reflection, is one of the most emotional and beautifully designed memorials in the world. Canberra is also surrounded by wineries, forests, and nature reserves where kangaroos roam freely at sunset. Quiet, elegant, and full of meaning, Canberra grows on you the longer you stay. Fraser Island is the world's largest sand island, a place where pure sand somehow supports rainforests, freshwater lakes, and endless beaches. Its most famous spot is Lake Mackenzie, bright blue water, white silica sand, and some of the clearest freshwater anywhere in Australia. Along the coast runs 75 Mile Beach, a beach that doubles as a highway. And right on it lies the island's iconic SS Maheno shipwreck. Once a luxury liner and later a WWI hospital ship, Maheno was hit by a massive cyclone in 1935 and washed ashore here, where it's been rusting ever since, sculpted by waves and time. From above, Fraser Island looks like another world. Golden coastlines, rolling waves, and deep green forests stretching to the horizon. Darwin, the tropical capital of Australia's Northern Territory, is one of the most unique places in the country. Life here moves slowly, the weather stays warm all year, and the sunsets over the Timor Sea look almost painted by hand. The city blends a modern waterfront, vibrant indigenous culture, and wild nature just minutes away. One of its most iconic spots is the Mindil Beach Sunset Market, a place where global street food, handmade crafts, and fiery ocean sunsets come together. Darwin is also the gateway to legendary national parks. Kakadu and Litchfield offer powerful waterfalls, natural plunge pools, and ancient rock art thousands of years old. Crocodile-filled rivers remind visitors that the top end is a true adventure territory. Darwin is a place where nature, culture, and a relaxed tropical lifestyle blend into something unforgettable, and every day ends with a spectacular sunset. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on Earth, so massive it can be seen from space. Stretching more than 2,300 kilometers along the coast of Queensland, it's home to over 600 types of coral and thousands of marine species. Snorkeling or diving here is like entering another world. Vibrant coral gardens, sea turtles, reef sharks, clownfish, manta rays. Every corner feels alive with color and movement. One of the most surprising facts is that the reef isn't just one continuous structure. It's made up of nearly 3,000 individual reefs and 900 islands. Some islands, like Green Island and Lady Elliot, offer rare opportunities to stay right in the heart of the reef. Despite challenges from climate change, large parts of the reef remain healthy and full of life. Scientists and local communities are working tirelessly to protect and restore the ecosystem through coral farming and marine conservation. The Great Barrier Reef is more than a natural wonder. It's a symbol of Earth's beauty and fragility, a reminder of what we must protect. Hobart, the capital of Tasmania, feels like a place where time slows down. Set between the River Derwent and Mount Wellington, the city blends historic charm, creative energy, and a cool coastal vibe. From the summit of Mount Wellington, Hobart stretches out like a painted map. The harbor, old sandstone buildings, and quiet, narrow streets. Down below, the waterfront buzzes with cafes, galleries, and fishing boats bringing in the day's catch. Hobart is also a cultural hub. The world-famous MONA Museum surprises every visitor with its bold underground galleries. On weekends, Salamanca Market fills the streets with local food, crafts, and music. Beyond the city lies Tasmania's wild heart. Fraser Island National Park offers pink granite mountains and the iconic Wineglass Bay. Cradle Mountain welcomes travelers with alpine lakes, misty forests, and wildlife found nowhere else. Tasmania is a paradise for food lovers too. Fresh oysters, cool climate wines, cheeses, and farm produce that capture the island's clean, natural character. Hobart and Tasmania are where history, art, and wilderness come together. A quiet, beautiful corner of Australia that stays with you long after you leave. This brings us to the end of our video about Australia. But one thing is certain, it's impossible to tell the full story of this country in a single video. Australia is dozens of natural worlds, hundreds of shades, and thousands of stories. Today, we showed only a small part of it. If you enjoyed this video and want to support our work, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being with us. See you in the next videos.